So you have here a tree, and you have here the leaves of the tree, and you are standing here. And I gave you here the distance between you and the tree. It was 10 meters, for example. And you don't know the height of the tree. It's unknown. I'm asking you to find it. And the angle of elevation between you and the top of the tree is 60 degrees. Can you find the height in this case? If you don't know, watch that video till the end. Hey guys, how are you doing? Are you feeling good? I hope so. We're gonna talk today about trigonometry, and it's a very important branch in maths. Let's get started. Firstly, we need to understand the meaning of the word trigonometry. Trigono in Greek means triangle. And the part metry means measure. So I expect that we're gonna measure some items in the triangle. Okay, in any triangle we have three sides. So this is the first side, and this is the second, and this is the third. And we have three angles. For example, if I have here a right angle triangle, so we have here square means 90 degrees, and we have another two angles here. Okay, two acute angles. But in trigonometry we have different names. For example, if I have here an angle, this angle is theta. So remember this name, theta. So this side, the longest side, it's called hypotenuse. And this side is called opposite. And this side is called adjacent. Why? Because if I have here an eye, imagine that we have here an eye. So you're looking at what? Yeah, the opposite side. So because of that, it's called opposite. So opposite side is here. The longest side is called hypotenuse. And the third is going to be adjacent or neighboring to the theta angle. You noticed in the previous slide that we have only the right angle triangle we're going to apply all the ratios on. For example, the trigonometric. Ratios are applied only on the right angle triangles, tan, sine, and cosine. So we have three important trigonometric ratios. The first one is called tan or tangent, sine, and cosine. We're going to study today only the tan or the tangent. And tan has 5 cases. The first one, the rule. So tan of an angle, I'm going to give you here an angle, for example theta, equals the opposite over adjacent. So you have to memorize this formula. For example, we have here theta, and you have here 3 centimeter, this side, which is A, B, C. So AB equals 3 centimeter, BC equals 4 centimeter, and you have here theta is unknown, and of course angle B is right angle, because we said that tan, sine, and cosine. How can we find tan of theta? Equals opposite, which is O, over A, adjacent. So you're going to say TOA, toi, means the tangent equals O over A, or opposite over adjacent. This is going to be the opposite side, so it's better to write here O and here A. Of course here H, which is hypotenuse. So 3 over opposite side, which is 3 over the adjacent, which is neighboring to theta, which is 4. So we wrote it as a fraction. Or maybe he's going to ask you to write it as a decimal. So it's going to be 0.75. So this is the first one. The second case of tan, that I'm going to ask you to calculate the tan of an angle using the calculator. Like this question. I'm going to give you here triangle. And I give you here this angle is 62, for example, degrees. This is A, B, C, and of course B is right angle. So how can you find tan C? Angle C equals, so the tangent or T of angle C equals tan 62 degrees. And here we have a calculator. You have to know that you're going to press this button, which is tan. Then you're going to write 62 equals. It's going to give you the answer, which is 1.88. The third case that I'm going to ask you to find the angle. And this is given. For example, tan theta equals 2.3. Can you find theta in this case? Like tan x. Tan x equals 2.3. You studied if I have here 3x equals 21. What are you going to do? Yes, great. You're going to divide by 3 here and here to cancel or to cross out 3 together. So x equals 7. So here, what are you going to do? You'll not divide, of course. You're going to put tan -1. Tan -1. Cross these together. So x equals, so write on the calculator tan -1 of 2.3 equals, you're going to press shift first, then tan, because above it you have tan -1. Above it exactly, you're going to find tan -1. So then you're going to write 2.3 equals, you're going to find the answer is 66 degrees, about 66 degrees. Okay. The fourth case of tan that I'm going to give you two sides, and I'm going to ask you to find the angle. For example, you have here a triangle ABC is a right angle triangle at B, and you have AB equals 8 centimeter and BC equals 5 centimeter. And I'm asking you to find angle A. So find this angle. What are you going to do? Firstly, you have to prepare tan A. Tan angle A equals O over A, trois. O means opposite. A means excellent, adjacent. Now equals, where's the opposite side? Yes, great. It's here, 5 over, yes, 8. I'm going to write over 8. So tan of angle A equals 5 over 8. Yes, like the previous case, we're going to put here angle A equals tan -1 using the calculator. 5 over 8 equals, it's about 32 degrees. The fifth case of tan that I'm going to give you a side and an angle. Then I'm going to ask you to find another side. So, for example, let me give you this right angle triangle. Of course, this has to be right angle. For example, B, here A, and here we have C. For example, he gives you here 10 centimeter, and he gives you this angle is 30 degrees. So, how can you find this side? Firstly, we're going to write the formula. Tan C equals O over A, opposite over adjacent. So, tan C equals what? Tan 30, the given angle. So, here, the given angle equals opposite, which is opposite side. I don't know, so I'm going to write O, or AB, no problem to write AB, over the adjacent side, the neighboring to the angle, which is 10. So find this one. going to be what? Using the calculator, it's going to be 1 over square root of 3 equals O over 10. Use the cross multiplication to get it. So O equals 1 times 10 over square root of 3 equals 5.77 centimeter. Now, after studying the 5 cases of tan, which one are you going to use to find the height? Excellent. You can write here tan 60 equals h over 10. Opposite over adjacent. So it's going to be here square root of 3 equals h over 10. Use cross multiplication to get h by multiplying 10 by square root of 3. That's going to be 17.3 meters. So here h, or the height of the tree, is going to be 17.3 meters. Thank you for watching.